Hey guys, my name is Michael Cook, and I am the current head coach at Providence Rugby. And today we are with Mayowa. How do you pronounce your last name? I don't want to mess it up.
Ogunmola.
Oh, all right. We just call him Mayo. That's all we need to know. So Mayo, I appreciate your time today. We are going to ask you a few questions about your time at Providence High School and your time after Providence High School in regards to rugby. And the first question is, what year did you graduate from Providence High School?
I graduated from Providence High School, class of 2017, so about 5 years now.
2017, is that what you said?
Yeah, 2017.
Okay. Did you play any other sports while you were at Providence High School?
At Providence, I only played football and rugby. I guess a little bit of basketball recreationally, but never organized.
All right. What position did you play in football?
So football progressed from the D line my sophomore year, and then my senior year ended up playing linebacker. So on the defensive side of the ball, wish I played running back though.
You said you played running back too?
I wish I did.
Oh, you wish you did. All right. Do you think rugby is a great crossover sport with football?
Certainly. I don't know. You will see a lot during training camp. You're seeing people tackling is like a big deal, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So like, how do you fundamentally and like soundly bring somebody down to the ground without making your body a projectile, do it with solid form, and then make contact with a person? And yes, you are trained to a certain extent on the football field with that, but it's like overall, it's even more enhanced on the rugby field because first of all, you can't go in with your shoulder. So to bring somebody to bring somebody to the ground, you have to put a shoulder into them, and then you have to drive. And that's something you do all the time in football, and it's something you have to do constantly in rugby. So easy synergies there. So well,
Use a big vocabulary for us. Okay. Tell me how you got involved with rugby at Providence High School. These are always the good questions that I like to ask because they always have funny outcomes.
yeah, so it was a little random to be honest. It was freshman year. Good friend Walker Francisco, we were in an engineering class together, and he kept on mentioning rugby practice. Oh, that's where he was going. I had played a little bit in middle school. It was like a gym session in PE, and it
Mm-hmm.
had a little bit of fun running with the ball. So it sounded like fun. And then he kept on egging me on. He said he'd juke me if I came onto the rugby. I couldn't
Well,
take it. So I showed up one practice. It's kind of a late night, little bit of little chilly. I was woefully unprepared. Didn't dress appropriately. I may have not had cleats, and I think we were still doing contact the first day. So I was kind of thrown into the fire, but was able to make it out, and it was a fun time altogether, and stuck with it ever since.
yeah. I think I remember your first practice because we were at the lower field and we were doing some kind of contract drill. I do not think you brought cleats. I think you were in shoes, and you didn't wait on the sideline to get stuck in. You're like, "Oh, this looks like fun," and you immediately joined. And a lot of times, you can tell people are going to become good rugby players if they, you know, don't sit on the sidelines and just get stuck in because that's one way you're going to learn, right? Is to get stuck in. So I do remember your first practice at Providence High School a little bit. What was your favorite moment, and what do you remember most about playing rugby at Providence High School?
Yeah, so I think you included, but a lot of people would critique me on how I run with the ball. I think the quote is, "I run with the ball's a loaf of bread."
Loaf of bread, baby.
Bread. So that's always great, getting the teasing, and I guess just the camaraderie that's formed. The bus rides in particular, I'll always remember coming from an away game. Victory or loss is just a great time to be with the boys, and I think a lot of great friendships have been formed on that bus. So
Yeah.
plenty of great memories, wins and losses. I guess we never fully got to that championship stage, but I guess we're always in contention year after year. So
I
great.
think we finished third twice when you were there. I think. I'm pretty sure we finished third, but I can't remember. My memory's not that good. Are you still friends with a lot of the players that you played with at Providence High School?
Certainly. I feel like now that I'm out of state, when I am back in state, I feel like every time I'm back, I do connect with at least a few people I played rugby with.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of lasting friendships there.
Gotcha. What would you tell if any athlete or student attended Providence High School and was thinking about giving rugby a try? What would you tell them, or what would you encourage them to do in regards to coming out and just giving rugby a shot?
Yeah. So for me, football, great. Yes, a great fall sport. Felt like I was able to like get bigger, condition myself, stay active as well. And then that occurred, and the fall season would be over. And in the springtime comes a lot of conditioning, weight room training. But it's in like, how do you cultivate and prepare yourself for the next football season if that's what you're preparing for? And you'll find that, yeah, rugby is like the natural way, in my opinion, for you to do. Because not only are you refining your tackling skills, conditioning's already there, and you're supplementing that with the weightlifting you're doing for football. And it's just a bit more diversified because me playing on the defensive side of the ball, I realized like I didn't get to do that on the football field, but I could do it on the rugby field because in essence, you're kind of playing both offense and defense. Anyone can run with the ball, anyone can make moves. So you're very versatile in what you could do on the rugby field, and you could be a lot more creative. And it's fun always to just like play a physical sport and then just compete for something else in a different season. So come out and give it a
All right. So my next question to you is that what did you do after you graduated from Providence High School? Where'd you go?
I went to NC State, go Wolfpack.
Did they win this past weekend?
They did. Overtime.
Who they play?
Virginia Tech.
Oh yeah. They won by 1 point, correct?
Point.
All right. So when you were at NC State, did you play rugby? Can you tell me a little bit more about how you played rugby at NC State and just the overall, as soon as you went on campus, did the coaches reach out to you? And how long do you play? And do you have any great memories about playing at rugby at NC State?
Yeah. So to be honest, I was almost a bit reluctant to play in college. Maybe I was just part of it was probably me being lazy, in all honesty.
Mm-hmm.
I think me getting out on the pitch, I do credit to you because you did reach out to Coach Ketchum at NC State, and he called, and before I had moved on to campus, he had reached out, asked if I needed help moving, anything I could do to help. Mm-hmm. So definitely made the transitions experience, especially going to a city I never really spent time in, that much better. And settling down and everything. But I'm very glad that not only that you reached out, but I continued to play because saw some similar faces I played with in high school as well, and great group of teammates. And we actually got 2 national championships, both in 15s and 7s. So it's fun. A lot of traveling I was able to like travel to Arizona, play on the national stage there. And then we actually were able to play in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Sportsplex to win our 15s championship. Mm-hmm. So a lot of great memories there. And it's played all 4 years, played inside, outside center there, a little bit of wing too. And it was just a great experience.
Gotcha. And then the last question is, where are you living for all of your friends, right, that you played rugby with? Hopefully they'll watch this. Where are you living and working now?
So I went a kind of a finance route. So working investment banking at Morgan Stanley, and I'm actually on the West Coast near San Francisco, kind of working the Bay Area. Mm-hmm. A little bit of a change of pace. Kind of knew I was always interested in finance, so kind of not surprised to land up here. So just like really fortunate to have this opportunity to do something new and see where the rest of the things take me.
Okay, so my question for you is, have you played any rugby in any capacity in San Francisco?
Yes, I have. You step away from the game long enough, like I'd say with most sports, you do kind of miss it. You see the memories, you reconnect with old friends, you reminisce. So that's always great. Not playing for a proper club at the moment, but more so get touch sessions in on a weekly basis. Great way to run around. I personally don't like to run on a treadmill, but would much rather go play touch. So it's a great way for me to stay active, run around, I guess, see if I still have it a little bit and just go from there.
Cool. All right, man. Well, I do appreciate your time, and hopefully you will have a good weekend. I need to work on my closing a little bit. This is my first time doing this, so I appreciate your time, and hopefully I will see you next time you're in Charlotte.
You will. You will. Spurs
All
up.
right, Mayo. Thank you very much.
All right.
All right, bye.